Welcome to day 5 of the MidFirst Bank Bowl road trip from beautiful Paradise Valley in a very chilly Arizona desert. After Oklahoma State's impressive 36-10 win over Arizona in the Alamo Bowl on Wednesday night, photojournalist Tim Money and I journeyed the 1,000 miles from San Antonio to Phoenix on Thursday, fighting high winds, a huge dust storm, and at times heavy snow. But we made it, and early on Friday morning, Oklahoma head coach Bob Stoops and Connecticut coach Randy Edsall gave their final comments as we move towards the kickoff of the Fiesta Bowl on Saturday night.
Well, technically, I brought this up the other day. It's 0-3 in national championship games and 0-2 in BCS games. So, if you want to be technical about it, but in the end, it's brought up. Our players are aware of it, and but each year's it's different. A different game, a different team. So our players understand it, but they also know this is this year's team, and we haven't finished yet, and this is part of the process of this year, and we've answered a lot of other questions through the year, and this is another big step.
That's the story of our life. That's the story of our life. That's we've been the underdog ever since we've undertaken this adventure, this journey. So it's really no different than what we're used to all the time. And I always think anytime that if there's somebody who doubts you or questions you, it just makes you go a little bit harder and play a little bit harder and prepare a little bit harder. But ultimately, what we got to be able to do is we got to be able to go out when the ball's kicked off and just play to the best of our ability and execute the best way that we can. But like I said, this situation is really no different than what we've been through for the last 12 years.
Yeah, Bob, I'm told a Pac-10 crew is going to call this game. Does that get you fired up?
I thought of that a little bit, but I'm sure they'll do a good job. I haven't. I'm sure the guys that did the Oregon game a few years ago probably aren't there. I'm just guessing. I haven't looked. You guys can research it.
When you take a look at what Landry Jones and the Oklahoma offense has accomplished this year without giving away your game plan, how do you plan on stopping him or at least slowing him down? Well,
that's a good question. Like I said, you feel like the little boy at the at the dike, and the holes are starting to come in. You only have so many fingers to plug the holes, and they have so many talented, skilled athletes. And really what you have to do is you just have to me, is you got to try to play good, sound, fundamental defense and execute your techniques. And because, again, they got good wide receivers, they got a good running back, they got good offensive line. The quarterback is very good and very accurate. So, again, when you have multiple weapons out there, it does make it difficult.
So soon enough, we'll find out if the beginning of a new year can bring the end to the Oklahoma Sooners' 5-game BCS bowl game slump. Next time we see you, we'll have extensive highlights and post-game from the Sooners matchup with the Connecticut Huskies. Of course, kickoff is at 7:30 Central Time. Reporting from Phoenix, Arizona, Damon Fontenot, News OK Sports.